the best, country boys making noise. Elk, turkey, pronghorn, it's time to get your hunt on. Bows, guns, having fun, let's get some hunting done. Everybody come gather round, your southern boys gon' lay it down. Better bring the kids, we gotta teach them, cause they're the future, we gotta reach them.
Hello folks, welcome back to Southern Grace TV for another quick episode, if you will, on a topic that is highly debated, a topic that has caused fights, ended friendships, probably on the verge of divorce for some people. What's the best caliber? 9mm, 40, 45. You know what? Let's tackle three at a time. You want the short answer? Doesn't matter. That's the short answer. It doesn't matter. If you want the long drawn out answer, just research it. You'll find plenty of long drawn out answers. Here's the deal. Here's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth, a grain of salt. 45, 9mm, and a 40. 9mm, you're going to get a lot of people that will give you the excuse, if you will, of over-penetration for not having one. And the reason to have one would be that it's simply a faster round. And both could be true. The 40, a lot of people are going to give you the idea that it doesn't have the penetration. Well, it doesn't have the penetration of the 9mm. So, yeah, that's true. The 45, people are going to say, well, it doesn't have the penetration. That's true. Okay, problem solved. Now you know. No, listen, here's the deal. All three will get the job done. Regardless of anything anybody tells you, here's the deal. The 9mm is obviously the faster moving round. With a really fast moving round, you do run the risk of some over penetration. It is a possibility. There's YouTube videos and articles, you can look them up, where people have taken ballistics gel, put 2 pieces of sheetrock to simulate a wall, put some ballistic gel behind it, shot it with a 9mm. It did go through all and into the gel on the other wall. So as a home defense round, it may not be the best choice for some people. But on the flip side of that coin is, it's a round that will get the job done. It will get out there, it will get it done. The 40 is not going to quite have that much punch. And the 45, the thing about the 45 is a big chunk of lead. It's moving slow, it does hit, and it hits hard. It will hit harder than a 9mm, simply because it's a big chunk of lead smacking it once. Let's boil it down to this. A lot of people miss the point of what neutralizes the threat, and let's just say it that way to be a little less graphic. What some people misunderstand is the shock, that smacking of the internal organs is what will neutralize the threat. A big round smacking it at one time like that will do more damage as far as knocking stuff around, if you will, and making that wound track than a small round will. That's a fact. That's true. Nobody can argue that. With that being said, does that mean a smaller round that moves faster is less effective? Absolutely not. Any one of those three will end a threat without a problem. There is no right answer. There is no magic number to this. Some things to consider. A 9mm has less recoil than a 45. So if you're recoil sensitive and it's a little harder for you to get back on target after a first round, then go with something like a 9mm. Some people are just 45 people. I happen to be a 45 guy. Some people are 45 people. So they're going to be able to get on target, they're going to be able to fire, send lead down range, and hit target and get back on target and hit target with a 45. Because they're used to it, because they've practiced with it, because they've shot it. Other people could do it with 9mm, but if you hand them a 40, they couldn't hit the side of a house. So it's what you're used to, it's what you practice with, it's what you feel comfortable with. My suggestion would be to fire all three. Find one that fits you and that you feel comfortable with and carry that. Let's focus on what's more important. You're always going to get people who say that, I've heard people get shot with this and they didn't It didn't put them down. It didn't neutralize the threat. They were still coming, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sure, it probably has happened. But let's talk about what the real issue is. What's more important than if you shoot a 9mm, a 380, a 40, 45, a 500 Smith & Wesson? It's not going to matter if you don't practice shot placement. That's what's important, people. Shot placement. You can take, I happen to have one laying here. You can take this little 22 LR, little long rifle 22, and neutralize a threat if you have shot placement. That's what it's all about. When you go to the range, practice your shot placement. Practice it often and be proficient. That's what's going to stop a threat. It's not what you carry, as long as you carry. Just remember, folks, a gun that is carried is better than a gun that is left laying at home. The caliber, there's going to be debate as long as there's firearms about what is better than what. There always is. It's going to be the same debate if you own a car. Oh, a Ford's better. No, a Chevrolet's better. No, I like a Dodge better. It's going to be the same thing over ice cream. I want chocolate. I want strawberry. I like vanilla. It doesn't matter. Whatever you have in life, there's going to be a debate over one being better than the other. So let's take all that out. Let's forget about that. I know I said it's going to be a caliber discussion. It is, but the discussion topic is it doesn't matter. What matters is that you carry and that you practice with what you carry. Take your carry weapon to the range, send lead down range, and practice shot placement. That is what's going to make a difference, is shot placement. Because I'm telling you, if you carry a 45, or if you carry a 500 Smith & Wesson, a freaking hand cannon, and if you're in a situation you shoot a guy in a kneecap, you did not, well, you probably neutralized the threat with a 500, but you did not end the threat. He is still there. Shot placement. You can take a 22, and if it's a shot to the cranium, you've ended the threat. Whereas if you shoot him in the leg, you did. Shot placement. I'm going to beat that to death. I know I am. But it's all about shot placement. That's what makes the difference, not what caliber you carry. So don't listen to any trash talk about your caliber. I don't care if you carry a 25. I don't care if you carry a 45. Don't listen to trash talk about the caliber. The caliber is not what's going to make the difference. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that one is not better than the other. I have my personal opinions on certain calibers that are better than others. Would I carry a 22 as a self-defense firearm on my side? No, I wouldn't. But am I going to tell you not to carry one if that's all you feel comfortable with? If you're recoil sensitive and you can't handle a bigger firearm? No, I'm not. What I'm going to tell you is that you specifically need to really practice your shot placement and really focus on where you put your shot. Because if you're carrying a 22 for self-defense, then your shot placement is going to be more critical than me carrying a 45 for self-defense. I have room for error where you would not. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to shot placement. Know the limitations of what you're carrying. Know what you're carrying and what it will do. Yes, a 9mm will penetrate deeper than others. So if you're in a situation and you have the opportunity to where you can, it's something you need to think about. You know, when I get on target, what's behind my target? What's beyond my target? You need to think about that. The 45, I'm not saying it won't go through somebody. It will, most of the time. But a 45, like I choose to carry, the big chunk of lead hurling down through there, I know it's going to stop the threat. I'm not concerned about what anybody else says about it. The most important thing is that you carry. Exercise your Second Amendment right, folks. Put a gun on your side, in your pocket, but carry it. One left at home will not save your life in a situation. It's important that you carry. As far as the caliber you carry, that is your personal preference. Do not let anybody bully you into one you don't like. Go to the range, folks. Put some lead down range. Go borrow your friends if you have to. go borrow your neighbors, go to a range that allows you to rent. Fire a 380, fire a 9mm, fire a 40, fire a 45. Find one that you're comfortable with. Don't worry about how the firearm feels. Fire rounds. You can find a firearm in any platform in the same caliber. This is our Project 1911. If you don't like a 45, you can go out and find, but you like a 1911, you like the way a 1911 fits your hand, but you don't like a 45, you can find a 1911 9mm. They make a 1911 clone in 380. You can find this style in about any caliber you want. Same thing with if you're a Glock fan. If you're a Glock fan and you like the way a Glock fits your hand, don't get hung up on calibers. Go out, find you a range or a buddy or somebody that has different calibers. Fire them, find one you like, then go find you a Glock in that caliber. It's the most important thing is to find one that you're comfortable with, one that you will carry, one that you can shoot, and one that you can send stuff down range and on target. Don't let anybody bully you, folks. It's all about what you want. Again, practice your Second Amendment rights. Again, pick one that you're comfortable with. And one more time, I'm going to say this, there is no magic caliber. I don't care what anybody tells you, there is no magic caliber that one shot is all it'll ever take. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. What makes a difference is you. What makes a difference is your skill level. What makes a difference is how much you practice and shot placement. This last time, I've beat this horse to death. It's just, you know what you need to do. That's how I feel about it. You don't have to agree with me. It's okay to disagree with me. That's how I feel about it. Y'all hang in there. Hope you're enjoying these episodes. If you hadn't had a chance yet, reach down there, the little subscribe button. You'll be the first to get to see these episodes as they come out. Y'all hang in there. We're going to have some more for you. Take a moment. Thank God for all you have. Not necessarily asking for more. Till next time, God bless you.
Southern style, just some good old boys. Whitetail, monster bears, country boys making noise. Hip, turkey, pronghorn, it's time to get your hunt on. Bows, guns, having fun. Let's get some hunting done. Woohoo! Boys, that's how we hunt down here in the South, y'all. Ohio makes us Thompson Center one-shot smackdown. Ken, I see you up in the stand with that Matthews bow. Yeah, baby, that's what we do down here. We hunt, we fish, we ride in the mud, cook out. We might do a little some of everything down here. That's just some country boys, y'all. Y'all don't be mad at us. Y'all welcome to come on down here anytime you want to. Y'all can hunt with